Tropicana Field. This is the home of... Now, the starting lineup. Mike Scioscia's offense looks like this.
Play ball!
Well, the Angels won their last game, so maybe a bit of momentum here. Very pleased to have split that series 2-2 against the Royals in Kansas City. Hunter, the ground ball. And Rodriguez picks it up. And Hunter is retired. You got a chance to check out the Rays on defense as they'll be outfielding. Highlights, John, from these fielders?
Well, Desmond Jennings, an outfielder that has speed to burn. But the problem he has is sometimes with athletes in the outfield, they don't run the best routes and they don't have the best throwing arms. He's a work in progress defensively, but I tell you, he's gifted enough that when he gets it, he's going to be special.
There's a swing and a line drive. And Rodriguez takes care of that one.
That ball was hit extremely well, but fortunately, the second baseman had him played perfectly.
Kendry Morales at the plate with 2 down.
On his last game, came so close to hitting for the cycle. Got the home run and the single and double, but unfortunately, just couldn't come up with a triple.
And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Neiman, 0-1.
Well, boy, wouldn't you have loved to seen him connect with that one to see how far that would go. Fastball hitter on fastball pitcher, but he came up empty.
Ground ball, Morales. And Rodriguez picks it up. High throw. He is safe at first. And he throws it away, and everybody's safe. Bad throw. And fans, there's more baseball coming this Friday. It's going to be Carl Crawford and the Boston Red Sox. They play host to the New York Yankees. Game gets underway 7 o'clock Eastern. Runner on first, 2 away. Line to left, but that's going to go foul. Neiman sets, throws. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. That's one of those pitches you throw it out there and you hope the hitter chases it. He laid off, though. Now it's a battle.
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And Zobrist going to play it. And that's out number 3. Well, it was a quick inning right there. 7. Let's take a look at Anaheim's starter. Steve, what's he looking at as he sees this Tampa Bay lineup?
Joel Pinheiro is a sinker slider guy. That sinker that he runs down and away from the left-handers into the right-handers, and a slider that he can bury to the left-handers' back foot or down in the dirt away from the right-handed hitters.
And it's going to be Hunter. No problem for him as he gets that out. Now we have a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Rays. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, every team in baseball would love to have Ben Zobrist on the team, a guy that can do just about anything, play any position, and plays them all well. A gifted athlete, a switch hitter. He can bat in the middle of the lineup. He can bat in the top of the lineup. So many things he can do to help your team win, and unselfishly, he does them all.
Jaso will be at the plate. For his team, the second best average last season. Now the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. This is a one-hopper off the wall. Here's how the Angels stack up on the diamond. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Yeah, keep your eye on Torrey Hunter, Gary. I mean, he's a guy that doesn't think that the ballpark ends where the fence is. He'll run through the fence. He'll try to jump over the fence. He'll do anything he can to keep the ball in play and keep runs off the board. One of the more complete outfielders in baseball.
And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play. And we're going to see Joyce here. He's a very important factor for Joe Madden in the offense he wants. Now a ball hit high in the air. Left field, way back. And bye-bye. That's a 2-run homer. And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a 2-run shot like that.
Now, this is how you do it, Gary. Good job by...
Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And it's through. Credit Johnson single.
Looking back to last year, let's check out where the Tampa Bay Rays ranked in the American League. First in stolen bases, second in triples, and it's all about offense. When you're going to try to win ball games, you got to score runs. And third in the league in runs scored. Really shows that offense is a real asset for their team.
Brignac at the plate. Now the Rays coming in off a loss. And with that loss, they end up going 1 for 3 in the series against the Orioles. That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. Looking at that outing, they really unable to stop an onslaught.
And that onslaught contributed to that 6-run loss. Well, even though they lost the last game, he had 2 big hits, and that's a good sign if you're the manager of this team, that he's starting to swing the bat really well.
Here's Ben Zobrist. He's batting with 2 away. One of the most walked players in the league a year ago. And now time is called. And they're coming out of the dugout and heading to the mound.
You don't know how long he's going to stay with this pitcher. You're going to have to wait and see what they decide. He may be done.
And so we get our first 2 runs in the first. Offense getting going early. The Rays on. And we've got Guerrero batting. Hit in the dirt. Brignac set to go. High throw. He is safe at first. The throw and a high throw, and he is in there at second base. Oh, he has thrown it away, safe all around, and he throws it away.
Well, let's take a look at the Angels and where they ended up last year rank-wise in the American League. 7th in home runs, 7th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
Neiman sets, throws, and he lets that one go by. Howie Kendrick evens the count. A very good number, 5 for 11 last year off the Rays on the road. And this is inside, and that hit him hard.
Well, he didn't throw this one where he wanted to, as the ball just kind of moves in on the plate and gets a piece of the hitter.
And Borges is going to come to the plate.
And with that hit by pitch we saw there, Gary, now 2 runners on base. And it's got to be in his mind a little bit right now that he's got to be careful, but he can't be afraid to pitch inside.
Here's one hit very well deep. And it's going to be Joyce. 1 away. With that, they'll hold the runners at first and second.
Well, that's a big first out of this inning. Now let's see if he can come back and get out of this thing unscathed.
Callaspo at the plate.
Callaspo is a guy that came over to the Angels just before the trade deadline last year to give them some versatility.
Swing and a miss on a pitch that's in the dirt. Did not look good on that cut. Callaspo had a strong start with the Angels and then batting in the middle of the order. That is swung on and hit. Joyce to make the play. That's the second out.
Well, 2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
Here's Romine to hit. Kendrick the runner at first. Guerrero's on at second. Shot back to first. And that gets through for a base hit. Guerrero around third, headed for the plate. And Guerrero's home. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Here's the first pitch to Hunter. There's a swing and a smash. And there's Joyce for out number 3. So they score a run, 1 hit, and leave a man on. Angels doing a nice job. And we've got Jennings batting. Pinheiro with a windup. Swung on and hit. Hunter to field it. That's 1 away. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Yankees. The Red Sox in second. The Rays third. Rangers fourth. And we've got the Twins, who are number 5.
Well, the thing you ask your team, the manager and the hitting coach.
Ground ball by Rodriguez. Played by Kendrick. And that'll set down Rodriguez. And B.J. Upton will stand in, 2 down. He was right there at the top of the list for stolen bases last season. Here's the pitch to Upton. Line shot into center field. And it's through. Base hit Upton.
Well, this is a guy that puts so much pressure on the defense, Gary. I mean, among the best base stealers in the game. He can fly.
Jaso will be at the plate. 2 outs and a man on first. Upton, he's going to try and steal. And he's in there at second base. A line drive toward short. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. The inning complete for Eric Ibar leading it off.
Big-time offensive production last game out there. 3 RBIs in that one, and I think some real momentum coming into this game.
Ibar, ground ball. One away. Now batting one away. Here's Kendry Morales. Reached on an error his last time around. First pitch to Morales. Foul. Morales makes contact. That'll be fine. Fouled away. And Jaso calling for the pitch. Ground ball. Morales. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. In fact, he had to dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate.
He chases that one high, starts out with a strike.
Get a little extra giddy up on that one as he just blows it right by him.
Here's the 0-1 from Neiman. Takes something off that time, in control with the count now, 0-2.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
Hit up the middle. Oh, man, was that close. That was right back at him. Somehow he got out of the way. Now with 2 down, they've got a man on board.
Now this separates the men from the boys at the plate. 0-2 count, coming up with a big base hit.
You got to keep battling, and that's what he did, even though that pitch was away. Here's the pitch. That one's drilled to short. Throws to first, side is retired. 7 pitches and it's done. That's how you save your arm and go deep into a game. The Rays. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. And Evan Longoria will stand in. This one's grounded near third, foul. And that one's off the bat of Longoria. Borges. No problem for him. That's an easy out. On tap for the Angels. Tomorrow they wrap up this Tampa Bay series. And then a home series facing the Jays and their all-star Vernon Wells. Great series there. That's going to get going on Friday night. They'll stay right there for the next set of games. The Cleveland Indians. Lots of home games. That's always a good thing. A liner headed for the hole. And it's caught. That play made by Cayespo. 2 retired here. It's going to be Johnson now. Base is empty and 2 down. Pinheiro with a windup. Johnson will foul that away. Now Pinheiro with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And the side's retired. Borges there to make the catch, and that'll bring him in off the field. And Howie Kendrick up.
Coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out, so got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Neiman, 0-1.
He just reared back and said, here it comes, big boy. Here comes my best fastball. He busted him inside with it.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And that gets the tying run on board. It's going to bring Peter Bourjos to the plate.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Runner on first base, nobody out. And the first pitch. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Neiman, 0-1.
Well, if you're going to get a good fastball, you better pull the trigger a little sooner. You can't be late on that heater.
The pitch. Cuts on that big breaker, but misses, and it's 0-2. On the way. There's a swing, line drive, center field. Gets down. The go-ahead run's on base. Boy, they've opened the door. Can Anaheim go through it? Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Callaspo at the plate. 192, that's the number last year against the Rays here in Tampa. And count the run, game tied. And they tag him close at home. He wanted that run, he didn't get it. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
And Neiman's wide that time for a ball.
But you can see what he's doing. He's just pulling that ball away from.
A swing line to left center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. The run scores.
They're just teeing off right now. 4 straight hits, and clearly this offense is locked in.
Here's the first pitch to Hunter. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Neiman, 0-1.
Well, and Torrey Hunter throughout his career has just been one of those consistent guys. And, you know, when you have someone like this on your team, all he does is produce every single year. You got to love having this guy around.
2 away. Runner on his way to third. Still settling into the season. Here's who the Rays will be facing. They wrap up this Los Angeles series tomorrow. They'll head out on the road to take on the White Sox. That's Thursday through Sunday. And it's a road trip to take on the Red Sox and their outfielder J.D. Drew. That series bound to be competitive. A lot of road games on the way. Now Ibar gets set. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Neiman, 0-1.
Well, it's tough to tell a hitter to stay back on a fastball, but this is what he needs to do. He's jumping out trying to get to it and is just way out in front.
Ibar, ground ball. And Rodriguez picks it up. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And Jeff Neiman will head off. He's pitching well. Just 2 runs allowed over 4. He just needs some run support right now. And we'll see the Rays coming up next. What a great place to watch a game. Indoors here at Tropicana. It's perfect. Here's the first pitch. And this is bounced foul to the left side. Now Pinheiro with the 0-1 pitch, headed for the middle. And that is in there. The tying run is on base. That will bring up Ben Zobrist. State Farm leaderboard recaps the biggest group of thieves last year in the league. Rays number 1, the White Sox second. In the 3rd spot, the A's. 4th, the Mariners. And we've got the Rangers. They are 5th.
Well, Gary, you talk about putting pressure on the opposition. This team last year was number 1 in stolen bases in the league. And when they get on base, a lot of things happen. You make the pitcher work so much harder, throwing over, stepping off, slide steps and all that stuff to try to keep him from stealing base. And then when he does, it's just demoralizing to the pitcher. More than likely, he'll make a mistake, and they'll make him pay.
Boy, did he draw a lot of walks last year in the AL. And the deuce, another play. Always looking for that friend of a pitcher. They wanted that ground ball and got it.
Now they threw it around the horn to get the double play. Nice turn by the second baseman.
And we've got Jennings batting. Swing and a line drive. And that gets the tying run on board.
Well, 2 quick outs in the inning. You think maybe this is one of those quick innings and the other team gets in and they get some momentum. But he keeps the inning alive with that base hit.
Well, definitely going to have to hold the runner close at first base. He can run. And boy, if he gets to second base, he's in scoring position and could tie this one up.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike.
A strike or no strike, he's asking for trouble up there.
Here's a swing and a line drive. And there's the third out. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Angels still enjoying the advantage. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Neiman sets, throws. Ball belted deep left center field. Way back, way back. Goodbye home run. They'll take that 1-run homer. They need that. Now the lead is 2.
This is what the Angels need, Gary. They want hits to continue to add to this lead.
Empty bases, 3 outs to go here. And here's the first one. Up the middle it goes. Brignac set to go. Throw one to first in time, 1 away.
Shortstop makes a nice play right here, Gary. Good feet at that position. Gets the easy out at first.
There's Vladimir Guerrero. He comes up with 1 away.
Well, they had to go to the bullpen much earlier than they anticipated, but the starter wasn't getting it done, and you can't let this game get away from you.
And it's Vladimir Guerrero at the plate. Ground out victim last time through. Here's the first pitch to Guerrero. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. There's a swing and a smash. 2 away. And it's Howie Kendrick in the box now. Last season, his team second high in hits. And he starts Kendrick out. Swing sends this one on the line to right center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. So he legs out a triple here.
Well, the one thing you never want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning. But he was able to get in there with that great speed just in time.
And Borges is going to come to the plate. Man on third, 2 down. You have 2 outs here in the inning, only need 1 more. The last thing you want is a big 2-out hit. They're not going to chance it with this guy.
Yeah, but I don't understand this. You've already got 2 outs in the inning, and this guy isn't one of the better hitters in the game. Go at him, challenge him, show something.
Callaspo at the plate, singled home a run in his last at bat.
But don't forget about Burgos over there. He's a guy that can steal.
That swung on and a liner here. And Rodriguez puts that away. That will retire the side. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. 2-run ball game. LA leads. Top of the lineup coming up. And here's B.J. Upton. He'll lead it off. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Pinheiro with a windup. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0.
Boy, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
And Upton swings and hits this one. One away. Now look at the teams who led the league in extra base hits last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Blue Jays #1. The Red Sox in second. Third, the Yankees. The Twins fourth. And at #5 on the list, the Rays.
Well, the bottom line is, as a hitter, you want to put yourself in scoring position any chance you can. Well, this team does it as good as anyone in the league at extra base hits. Seems like...
Swung on line to right center field. That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up. He's going to try to stretch it. Extra bases on this one, but the center fielder had a pretty good throw right here.
Made a real nice play. Got rid of it quickly. An accurate throw, but just not getting in quickly enough. The runner's safe.
Runner at second base now, Evan. Longoria grounds it. 2 away.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring.
And we're going to see Joyce here. 2 outs and a runner on third. First pitch. There's a swing and a line drive. And he's there to retire the side. So Joe Pinheiro. And for those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. First pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Foul ball! Now a swing and a shot toward second. Throw will pull him off the bag. He is safe at first. And he throws it away, and everybody's safe. Bad throw. He flew out his last time up. Runner on first. Here's the first pitch to Hunter. That is swung on and hit. Joyce to make the play. 1 away. There's 1 on. Here's Eric Ivar for his team, #2 in stolen bases a season ago. Oh, there he goes for second. The pitch from Sonnenstein took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, he really puts pressure on the opposing pitcher and catcher with the way he can steal bases, Gary.
And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. The 1-1. Good spot for the changeup that time. 1-2.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it. Got him to swing right through it.
This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. And Zobrist is going to play it as he retreats back for it and gets the out. And Kendry Morales at the plate, runner at first. Last year, 3 for 13 off the Rays.
You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base. They better keep him close, because if he gets in scoring position, it may just add on to this lead.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And there's Joyce for out #3. So they can't push it. It's going to be Johnson now. He'll lead it off. Home half. We're in the 6th. Swung on and hit. This one to Borges. And he puts that one away. One down. Brignac at the plate.
If he didn't get a chance to see his last ball game. He came up with a shot, took advantage of a pitcher's mistake.
It's going to be Fernando Rodney on the mound. He's coming on in relief for the Angels.
But Gary, I tell you, I probably would have let this starter go a little bit longer. I mean,
hit hard to second. And Kendrick in position. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
oh, he just makes every ground ball to the right side look routine. He scoops up another one and sends him back to the dugout.
Here's Ben Zobrist. He's batting with 2 away. Seems to get on. There's contact. He drove it well. And it's going to be Hunter. And that's out number 3. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. The Angels still enjoying this lead. Cleanup batter due up next. Conga's going to take a shot at it. And the first pitch. Swing liner back up the middle. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game on his 4th plate appearance.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs. And, you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
Now, Vladimir Guerrero. Big Vladdy. Out in front on that one. Strike 1.
Well, that's just an unhittable pitch. That's the blueprint of where you want to throw this pitch. Down and away to the hitter. Gets him to swing.
Swung on, hit. Mercy. That is right at the pitcher. Well, you got to hope he's all right. And they'll have to eat this, as that will go as an infield single.
Well, when you check the box scores after this game, you're going to see where this ball scored a base hit. Wasn't hit well, not pretty, but he'll take it.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And he starts Kendrick out. That swung on, hit on the ground. Grabs it. Gets one. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1.
Now, it's fair to say, Gary, they needed that out badly. Now he's got to come right back at him and get another one. They're down. They cannot give up more runs here this late in the game.
There's a swing towards the hole. That'll be a base hit and an RBI.
He's starting to get on a little RBI tear. He drove in 2 runners in their last game, which helped them to the win. And now he's right back on track with 1 in this one.
Callaspo at the plate. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Offense coming to life late here, tacking on additional insurance runs, taking the pressure off the pitching.
Well, they may not have put it away, but they sure are making it a lot easier for the guys coming out of the pen.
Well, they wouldn't mind making it a little bit easier right now. Another big hit could really put it out of reach here, Gary.
Here's the 0-1 pitch by Sonnenstein. A little too eager, and he's behind 0-2.
Well, good movement on that cutter. He had him way out on his front foot.
Hit in the air to left center. 2 down. Here's Romine to hit. 2 for 3 thus far. Two men on and 2 men out. First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a shot toward second. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. LA with a 3-run lead. And we've got Jennings batting. Had a base hit his last time up. The pitch from Rodney. Too low on that one for a ball. 1-0.
Well, with 9 outs to go right now and leading by 3, I mean, I think you have to start throwing strikes. Just go at the hitters. Force them to put it in play. Do not give them free passes.
There's a swing and a drive. Deep right field. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away.
This ball looked good coming off the bat. I thought it would carry a little bit further, but the right fielder able to keep a beat on it, roam back, and put it away.
It's going to be Rodriguez now. Swing and a rocket toward short. That's the second out of the inning. And B.J. Upton will stand in. 2 down. Flew out last time. Here's the pitch to Upton. Swung on, liner to right. And the side's retired. Borges there to make the catch, and that'll bring him in off the field. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. Angels still enjoying the advantage. And Torrey Hunter up. He's going to get us started. 8th inning. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch by Sonnenstein. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And it's going to be Joyce. And he gets over to take care of business. So with one away, it'll be Eric Ibar. Last year, he was 6 for 23 off the Rays. The pitch from Sonnenstein. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, you look at the location of this pitch, the only thing the hitter could have done with that if he put the ball in play was hit it off his front foot. This pitch was just bearing in on him.
And that's a strike. Eric Ibar. Now he's going to be behind in the count.
Well, the hitter's dug himself a pretty deep hole right here. Let's see if he can battle himself out of it.
Fastball got him. 2 down.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
Kendry Morales at the plate with 2 down. He homered back in the 5th. First pitch to Morales. There's a swing and a high drive down the left field line. Gone, a home run. Add one more to that lead. Fly ball out of here, 4 up.
This is what the Angels need, Gary. They want hits to continue to add to this lead.
There's a bullet towards third, and he can't run it down.
Well, a big 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
RBI chance for Vladimir Guerrero. And, take a look at a good number. 304 last season against the Rays. Well, they've made a decision here. They're going to issue the free pass.
Now, the fans don't like to see this. They pay good money to come out to the ballpark. They want to see these battles. This hitter against this pitcher. Maybe next time. Let's see how Vladimir Guerrero ranked last year based upon his performance. 4th in batting average with runners in scoring position, 4th in RBI, and the power numbers were there as he was ranked in the top 10 in home runs, and it's always nice to have a bat like that in your lineup.
Line drive. Throws on to first. Side is retired. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Some cushion for the Angels, a 4-run lead. Jason. Will be at the plate. He doubled at his last appearance. Xavier will be called on to pitch as the Angels turn to him in relief. And that knuckler bounces to home plate. A 1-0 pitch. And this is hit in the air, foul down the left field line. And Guerrero pulls it in. That's one away. And it's Evan Longoria. One away.
And it's hard to believe, but Evan Longoria continues to get better. His third major league season, his batting average went up.
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. And he ends up at second. That's a double. We're talking about Longoria. As a fan, one of the great things is you will pay good money to watch this guy play. He is fun to watch, either at the plate or in the field.
No question about that. I mean, I'll pay to watch him play. He's going to
towards the middle. That's one. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it. Well, you got to like what's going on there. Let's take a look at that one again.
Well, outstanding play. Everybody moving in unison.
It's going to be Johnson now. The pitch on the way. Low for ball one.
Black fastball right there. Just missed. Just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
And he looks at a fastball in there. 1-1.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary. Hitting the spot.
Swung on, line to right field. And it's through. Credit Johnson, single. Longoria scores.
I really like his approach at the plate right there, Gary. The knuckleball's dancing all over the place. He just shortened up his swing. Didn't try to do too much and punch the base hit.
And the first pitch. Knuckler just misses. 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. Line shot into center field. That gets down. The tying run coming up.
Well, he's having himself a day right here in this one. 2-out hit right there. That's his third hit of the game so far.
Ben Zobrist realizes he's got a great opportunity right here to deliver for him.
Up the middle. Played by Kendrick. Throw in time. Forces him at second for the third out. They pick up one on 3 hits. Strand a man. Nice job. And Borges is going to come to the plate. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now. 0-2.
Well, you talk about a guy that doesn't get cheated in the batter's box. You usually see that swing when someone throws a
ground ball. Played by Rodriguez. And that retires Borges. And we've got his tourist batting. The career batting average for him, 241 off the Rays. The first pitch. Pitcher gets a little help right there. A dirt pitch for a swinging strike. Here's the pitch. Towards center field. And as Torres picks himself up a single.
Well, 0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Here's Romine to hit. Grounded out last time. One out, man on first. First pitch to him. Fouled away. Foul. The pitch. Oh boy, that one went all the way back. That'll easily move the runner up. Here's the pitch. And he fights this off, fouls it to the right side. And he swings and misses at the splitter. 2 down.
Now let's take a look at the K-Cam. That's a splitter. They go to the out pitch right here, the splitter. It's what they do with 2 strikes to put him away. He did put him away.
Now, Torrey Hunter. Batting .250. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And Hunter's got himself a base hit. Turris heading for third base. He's still going. He's headed for the plate. And Turris will score.
Well, that's another insurance run for them right there. And now a little more breathing room as they head to the bottom of the ninth.
Runners at third. Here's Eric Ibar. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup, just stay in charge. Right now they are.
Well, they keep tacking on runs right here, extending the lead. That's a big hit now. They're cashing in, adding on to this lead.
They've got the engines running. This is pull-away time. Now Ibar gets set. There's a swing and a liner. And Rodriguez puts that away. That will retire the side. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Starts him off with 1 in there for a strike.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out.
That one's drilled to short. The catch is made.
Just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground, and obviously they've got a hill still to climb and running out of time right now. Only 2 outs remaining, so they've got to get something going and keep it.
Swing and a hot shot, and that's going to be a base hit for Rodriguez. And that's going to bring B.J. Upton to the plate.
Well, he's trying to bury that slider down at his back foot, but he stays with it. Does a good job not trying to do too much with that pitch.
Flew out last time. He deals. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. And it's through. Base hit Upton. Fantastic chance here. You just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
Well, Chris Carter's a guy that everyone has had their eye on since he made his Major League debut. A guy that they think can be a 30, 40 homer, 120, 130 RBI guy. Let's see if that translates into today's game.
That one's foul. And he fouls another one off. Whoa. He can't even time or even get close to timing that. Out number 2.
He had to know he was getting a knuckleball with 2 strikes on him, but this thing is dancing all over the place, and he just can't make contact.
So with 2 outs in the inning, there's a swing, line drive, center field. And Tampa Bay, they'll score here. There's the throw. He scores easily, comes in ahead of that play.
Well, they're not out of this one yet. They're chipping away at this thing. Now just a 2-run margin. Let's see if they can keep it going.
And we're going to see Joyce here. We're looking at a lot of determination right now. They are closing in. These are crucial at-bats.
A couple more base hits like that one, and they can continue to narrow this deficit. Down 2 right now, but they still have a shot.
If any lineup can do it, this is probably the one. We've seen this club come back in games before, and they're doing it again.
Well, they are, but they're running out of outs, so if they're going to do it, they better do it quickly.
And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. Off the wall. Longoria scores.
Well, the comeback continues. Rally time. A big hit right there. Now they're just within 1 run. This one's not over just yet. Well, Dan Johnson can swing and miss quite a bit. Let's see if the pitcher goes for that hole up and in. In the meantime, he's got to look for contact right now. Doesn't need a home run here.
And he's got a chance here with a runner in scoring position, Steve, to get this thing knotted.
Well, the pitcher's got to find a way.
And a fly ball, and this could be it. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
Well, they picked up a big run in the final inning, Gary, and then held the lead. And the visiting team, a real tight ball game. The Angels.
Now a chance for a little recognition here. And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance to win it. Goes down to the victory.
We have a nice daytime Wednesday matchup on the way. We'll see the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Tampa Bay Rays at Tropicana Field. Major League Baseball on 2K Sports.
Jared Weaver, a shutdown kind of guy, will try and do that on the mound. We bring you to Florida for today's game, Tropicana Field in the home of the Rays. Gary Thorne, John Kruk, Steve Phillips, 2K Major League Baseball. Here's a look at our starter for Tampa Bay. Steve, as he faces these Angel hitters, what's a primary emphasis?
I've got a good right-hander on the mound and a good lineup that he's facing right here. And it's going to come down to execution on either side to see who prevails.
Now, the starting lineup, Mike Scioscia's offense looks like this. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, make a mistake, and this guy will make you pay. Mike Napoli's a guy that can take you out of the ballpark. He can win games with one swing of the bat. He can also, though, get on base and set up an inning as well as finish an inning off for you.
Play ball!
And so Torrey Hunter leading it off. Well, the Rays with a loss last night. Chance here to even up this series if they can win it 1-1 against the Angels. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one. This is not a team that likes to lose. They haven't done a lot of it, but they did in that last one.
No, and the great thing is when you play every single day, sometimes it makes these losses a little easier to take so you can move forward to this game.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And the leadoff man of this ball game's on board. See if they get it started early. He stops at second. That will be a double. He's in scoring position now with nobody out.
Well, this could be a start of a great inning for these guys. You like to swing on this, and good hustle also to get to second base. Now, still 3 outs to go with the man in scoring position.
That one is hit well. Joyce is there. And Zobrist going to play it. On the run, still comes up with it. Now's a good time to take a quick look at how the Rays will be taking the field on defense. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing up?
Well, Desmond Jennings, an outfielder that has speed to burn. But the problem he has is sometimes with athletes in the outfield, They don't run the best routes, and they don't have the best throwing arms. He's a work in progress defensively, but I tell you, he's gifted enough that when he gets it, he's going to be special.
The pitch. Now a ball hit high in the air, left field, way back. Goodbye, a 2-run homer. And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a 2-run shot like that. With 2 runs coming in to score on that long ball, we can take a look at the win expectancy graph.
A great piece of hitting right there. He turns on that one, rotates the hips, and drives the ball.
And that's going to give them the lead here, and an early lead.
Now I'm going to see if they can tack on a few more here in the first and put the pressure on.
It's going to be Napoli. Curveball swung on and missed. Now it's 0-1. And we've got offense here in the first inning, just the way they wanted to start this ball game.
Now the pitching
up the middle, and it's through. Base hit for Napoli. And be sure to tune in next Sunday. We'll see Mark Teixeira and the New York Yankees. They take their game to Boston to challenge the Red Sox at Fenway. You can catch that game at 2 o'clock Eastern.
A chance to watch 2 good teams matching up in that one, Gary. I'm really looking forward to it.
And with that, Vladimir Guerrero, the chance with a runner on. He went 3 for 11 last year off the Rays on the road. Swung on, line to right field. Out number 2. And he'll have to hold at first. Here's Howie Kendrick batting, 2 down. There he goes for second. The tag, and they got him. Early scoring, that's always a blessing. They get it going here. The Angels on top, 2-0. And out on the mound, we'll see Jared Weaver. Anaheim's got him starting in this one. So, Steve, Tampa Bay hitters from their perspective. There's a bullet towards third. Base hit, gets it down. That's our first hit of the game for these guys. There's the throw, and he easily gets second base.
Well, this is just a good piece of hitting right here. No out starting the inning, and you're put yourself in scoring position. That's big.
Jaso will be at the plate.
Coming off a good ball game last night, picking up 2 hits in that one.
Back there in deep left center. Off the wall and a hop. And Upton comes in, and he's heading for third. Great finish to that triple right there. He secured it with a play at the end.
What an effort on his part. He turns it on going around second base, and a great slide stretching it into a triple.
Weaver sets, throws. Longoria grounds it. Played by Ibar. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single. That one took a tricky hop. Here's the offensive lineup for the Rays. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, every team in baseball would love to have Ben Zobrist on the team, a guy that can do just about anything, play any position, and plays them all well. A gifted athlete, a switch hitter. He can bat in the middle of the lineup. He can bat in the top of the lineup. So many things he can do to help your team win, and unselfishly, he does them all.
And it's going to be Guerrero. 1 away. Got a chance to check out the Angels. Let's see where they're positioning themselves on defense. Highlights, John, from these fielders.
Well, Eric Ibar is a guy that can change the game with his glove. Has a great ability to make the acrobatic play, but very solid on the routine play. Keep your eye on him in this one today, Gary. He's going to do something special.
And it's going to be Hunter. Roams over, puts it away. Here comes the runner for the plate. And that will bring a run in. So now the WPA graph will show us how much of a difference that run batted in means at their chances at victory. Brignac at the plate. What a great job by this lineup. They have really put the production on here. Up the middle. And Ibar picks it up. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single. State Farm leaderboard. Look at the teams with the most runs produced from last year's season. Number 1, the Yankees. The Red Sox in second. Third, he's running towards second.
Strike one.
And his throw, he is out. Great throw. So Jared Weaver out of the inning. Some damage done against him in the first inning. He's got to find his control. And we'll see the Angels. And we're inside the dome. Sun coming in on that west wall here at Tropicana Field. And it's Howie Kendrick. There's a swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. Kendrick on it first. It's going to bring Peter Bourjos to the plate.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
He swings and nails a liner. That looks like a single. Boy, they've opened the door. Can Anaheim go through it?
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside. Go the other way. Callaspo at the plate. Line towards third and foul. Here's the pitch. Hit up the middle. He plays it on the hop. The second, there's one. And they can't turn the double play. Longoria there, but not in time.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down, work his way out of this jam, and keep the score tied.
It's Ibar at the plate for his team, number 2 in stolen bases a season ago. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
But Gary, you take a look at the legs on this guy. He can fly and really impacts the game with his speed.
Swing liner back up the middle. And there's the RBI. Ibar picking up the hit. Good pitch down low, Steve, but a better at bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in his swing to get that low ball to be able to pick up the hit.
Here's Torrey Hunter now with the RBI chance. Getting out in front any time of the ball game, you want to do that. Now you try and build on it.
Well, you have to credit this lineup, Gary. Some quality at bats right now and taking advantage of the opportunities, and now they have a lead.
Fantastic chance here. Still settling into the season. Here's who the Rays will be facing. This Los Angeles series ends today. And they'll head out for a series against the White Sox on the road. They'll need some help against Alexei Ramirez in that lineup. That's Thursday through Sunday. Then they have to contend with Dustin Pedroia in an always difficult Red Sox lineup. That should be a great series. They really match up well. So they'll be on the road quite a bit over this next stretch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Jennings to field this one. And he gets over to take care of business. Kendry Morales at the plate with 2 down. And when you got the bases loaded like this is the opportunity you look for in a game. It may not come again.
Well, when you have a lead, you want to keep adding to it. A big opportunity here to spread the margin.
First pitch to Morales. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Throws on to first. Side is retired. They pick up 4 hits in the inning, but manage only 1 run. LA's got the lead now. Leadoff hitters Ben Zobrist. Weaver sets, throws. Ground ball, Zobrist. Played by Kendrick. And Zobrist set down.
Looking back to last year, let's check out where the Tampa Bay Rays ranked in the American League. First in stolen bases, second in triples, and it's all about offense. When you're going to try to win ball games, you got to score runs. And third in the league in runs scored. Really shows that offense is a real asset for their team.
And we've got Jennings batting.
Well, the future of the outfield for the Tampa Bay Rays got called up in September. Desmond Jennings.
Now a swing and a shot toward second. Now it's 2 down. It's going to be Rodriguez now. Last year for him, 286 against the Angels. Ball. And the pitch from Weaver. Too far inside. That'll go for a ball.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch. Didn't get the strike.
Swung on line to right center field. And the side's retired. Borges there to make the catch, and that'll bring him in off the field. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And it's going to be Joyce. And he gets over and grabs it with 11.
Well, let's take a look at the Angels and where they ended up last year rank-wise in the American League. 7th in home runs, 7th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
And that's off the bat of Guerrero. And Zobrist going to play it. 2 away. Here's Howie Kendrick batting, 2 down. And he starts Kendrick out. That one swung on, it's lined. And that one is in there, his second hit today.
Well, 2 quick outs in the inning. You think maybe this is one of those quick innings and the other team gets in and they get some momentum, but he keeps the inning alive with that base hit.
And Borges is going to come to the plate.
They had 2 hits in the game last night, looking to add to that today and trying to contribute to his club's success.
Here's the pitch. Line shot into center field. And that's through a base hit. Good offensive chance here.
Well, 2 hits the last game, and you can see he was getting a little confidence as that game went on, and he's carrying it into this one with another good start.
Here's the first pitch. This one is popped up to the left side out of play. And here's the pitch. There's a ground ball. Brignac set to go. Throws to first, side is retired. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Angels 3. And here's B.J. Upton. He'll lead it off. He was right there at the top of the list for stolen bases last season. And Weaver misses low that time.
Look, Gary, with his speed, he's the kind of guy that could bunt for a base hit even with 2 outs and then try to steal himself into scoring position.
Upton hits this one. Played by Ibar. And Upton is set down. Take a look at what's coming up for the Angels. Today is the last game of this Tampa Bay series. They'll be traveling tomorrow, and then a home series facing the Jays and their all-star Vernon Wells. Boy, there's some great competition in that set of games. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then the next series at home brings in a worthy opponent, the Cleveland Indians. So quite a few home games they'll be looking to capitalize. He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0.
Oh, it's
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. Borges roams over, puts it away. Jared Weaver, sometimes you make a little change and it makes a world of difference. Not exactly a little change, but he added a 2-seamer to his repertoire, and that is seemingly making a very big difference here.
And I remember watching him in college, and I thought he's going to be an effective major league pitcher, but a sinker slider guy. You know, a lot of ground ball outs. The strikeout totals amaze me. He led the major leagues in strikeouts with 233. I didn't see that coming, getting a lot of swings and misses on that breaking pitch.
Longoria grounds it. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. It's the kind of inning the defense likes. 3. It's Ibar at the plate. Here's the delivery. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field as he retreats back for it and gets the out.
This ball looked good coming off the bat. I thought it would carry a little bit further, but the right fielder able to keep a beat on it, roam back and put it away.
And it's Torrey Hunter at the plate with 1 away. He can drive in the runs. Last year, number 2 in ribbies on his ball club. Here's the first pitch to Hunter. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. Jennings to field this one. As he drops back and puts it away.
Well, the hitter just missed this one. He's going to want to have this one back. The left fielder able to range back and put it away.
Mathis at the plate. Last time up, flew out. That one is hit well. Joyce is there. That's caught. Side is retired. Well, that's one way to keep your pitch count. Matt Joyce to lead it off.
Now coming up in this situation, last night took advantage of mistake pitch, so he's swinging a bat and has some confidence right now.
Lines this one to the left side, out of play. Swing and a line to left. And Guerrero pulls it in.
He's retired 10 in a row. The hitters are completely overmatched right now. He's got it all going on.
It's going to be Johnson now. One out, nobody on. Weaver sets, throws. Johnson on the ground. 2 down. Here's a look at the teams that drummed up the extra base hits last year. Our State Farm leaderboard. Blue Jays number 1. The Red Sox second. Third, the Yankees. The Twins fourth. And at number 5 on the list, the Rays.
Well, anytime you have a whole team of guys who can hit for extra bases, it makes the defense spread out so much, and it gives you room to do other things. This team is great at it, one of the best in the league last year, just hitting the balls in gaps, hitting the ball over the wall, and that's why they score so many runs, because they're always in scoring position.
A line drive toward short, and that'll do it as Ibar puts it away. No strikeouts. And it's Kendry Morales to lead us off.
Now, if you're watching the ball game last night, you saw him pick up a couple of RBIs.
First pitch to Morales. Had him reaching that time. Strike 1. Look at the matchup. 246 against the Rays. Swing sends this one on a line to right center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. Morales heading for third. There's the throw. And he's in there at third, way ahead of the throw.
Well, this is the way you want to kick off an inning right here. He hits the ball right out of the box. He's thinking triple, and that's what he gets.
Here's Mike Napoli. He's got a chance to bring a runner in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And Napoli settles in. First pitch. And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
And Jeremy Hellickson can try now and make him chase one as the count goes to 0-2.
The hitter's got to be in defense mode right here, just looking to make contact. Got to shorten up the swing.
Napoli will foul that one away. On the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Mike Napoli is struck out.
Got him to chase that ball down and away. Good pitch. Not real good execution by the hitter.
Runner at third hoping to score on something here from Vladimir Guerrero. Still 1 out. He had good numbers last year. 7 for 23 off the Rays. Deciding not to take any chances here. A little respect being shown. They're going to walk him.
Well, the manager starts every game saying, I don't want that guy to beat me. That was the guy they pitched around him. Let's see how Vladimir Guerrero ranked last year based upon his performance. 4th in batting average with runners in scoring position. 4th in RBIs. And the power numbers were there as he was ranked in the top 10 in home runs. And it's always nice to have a bat like that in your lineup.
Swing and lined up the middle. And that gets down, and Morales will score. The throw, He's safe without a play. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
And Borges is going to come to the plate. And the offense here is putting on the show right now. They're in charge of this ball game.
You know, Gary, that at-bat we just saw could prove to be the most critical at-bat in this ball game as they've now taken the lead.
Could be one of those situations that decides the ball game. Right now it looks like their offense is ready to start clicking. First pitch on the way. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. And it's going to be Joyce. He comes up with it easily here. And he's got it. That'll keep the bases loaded.
Oh, he got a pitch to hit right there, but just a little bit out in front. Sends an easy fly ball to center field for the out.
And Eric Ibar looks to drive in a run. He delivers. There's a swing and a smash. And that one's put away to retire the side. So they score 1 run, 2 hits, leave 3 on. 2-run ball game, LA leads. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Weaver misses low that time.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
1-0 pitch, a slider in there. 1-1.
When in doubt, go down and away. He throws the slider exactly where he wants to. Tough pitch to hit.
Ground ball, Zobrist. And Ibar picks it up. And Zobrist sent down.
Shortstop makes a nice play right here, Gary. Good feet at that position. Gets the easy out at first.
And we've got Jennings batting. Grounded out his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and ripped towards second. Now it's 2 away. It's going to be Rodriguez now. Base is empty and 2 down. Weaver sets, throws. Rodriguez taking that one. It's in there.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
Hot shot towards the hole. And that's going to bring B.J. Upton to the plate.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what.
There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. And the side's retired. Borges there to make the catch, and that'll bring him in off the field. Well, it was a quick. And so Torrey Hunter leading it off. Last year, a lot of walks, second most on the ball club. Here's the first pitch to Hunter. There's a swing and a smash. And it's going to be Joyce as he just strolls over for that out. Mathis at the plate. Base is empty with 1 away. And the first pitch. That is swung on and hit. Joyce to make the play. And Mathis is retired. 2 men have been put away. Kendry Morales at the plate with 2 down. Homered back in the first inning. First pitch to Morales. There's a swing and a high drive down the left field line. Out of here, a home run. Putting a little padding on the lead. Solo shot up by 3.
Gary, this offense has just been in control right here. Extending the lead going to make it much more difficult to catch them later.
Jaso setting up. Swing and a hot shot. Oh my, how did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary. And that's going to bring up Vladimir Guerrero.
The infield played it deep like they knew he was going to swing away. He did, but was still able to find a hole.
Walked in his last plate appearance. Runner on first, 2 away. Here's the first pitch to Guerrero. Swung on. That ball hit well. Out there to deep left center field. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Can't get him to chase it. That's low, ball 1.
Wide fastball right there, just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch, I think.
Grounder, Morales. And he scoops it up. And that's out number 1, stepping on the bag. Evan Longoria at the plate.
You know what? What you like about a young player is he understands what's going on, and when he had a beef with the city of Tampa for fans not showing up down the stretch for their playoff run, that really sends a message to the other guys on the team that he's not going to sit back and let bad things happen to his squad.
Deep down the line and right, bounces up against the wall. Longoria is headed to third. And he'll stop at third with a triple. Evan Longoria is not going to stay silent when he thinks something is wrong that affects his team, and you really can't blame him for speaking out when they won the American League East and couldn't fill the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, look, the reality is he was just speaking the truth, and you would think with a winning team down there that the fans would come out and support them.
Swung on, a fly ball heading towards the corner and right. Borges. That's 2 gone. Here's Longoria headed home. Longoria scores.
Solid approach at the plate. Got a pitch that he could do something with it, that he could handle, and he picks up an RBI. Good job.
It's going to be Johnson now. You try and rebuild momentum. Looked like they had lost it earlier. Right now it's coming back. Liner towards the hole. And Morales grabs that one, and the side's retired. Leadoff hitter Howie Kendrick. And he starts Kendrick out. Lined up the middle. And Rodriguez takes care of that one.
That ball was hit so hard the second baseman barely had time to react, but playing in the right spot, he gets the out.
And Borges is going to come to the plate. 2 for 2 in the game. The pitch. Line drive. 2 away. Callaspo at the plate. He flew out his last time up. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch to him. Swing and a rocket toward short. Brignac set to go. Oh, and he can't make the play. This inning is going to continue. Into the batter's box slowly. In a big moment comes Eric Ibar. 2 outs and a man on first. Now Ibar gets set. That one's drilled to short. This one into the alleyway. Should be extra bases. He's on his way to the plate. There's the throw. Out at third as they tag him. They pick Brignac at the plate. And here's the first one. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Hit sharply towards the hole. State Farm, a look at the teams who recorded the most steals from last season. Rays number 1, the White Sox second. In the third spot, the A's. Mariners fourth. And we've got the Rays back up the middle. And that gets through. The tying run will come to bat.
Well, the last thing you want to do as a pitcher is hang a breaking ball, but that's exactly what this pitcher did. And no doubt about it, it's going to get hit hard.
Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a line drive. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point. Getting dicey out there right now. Scott Downs has been in situations like this before. He's going to have to draw upon that experience.
Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. And it's going to be Guerrero. Comes up with it in his trunk. Here comes the runner for the plate. A run scores. Now B.J. Upton. All-important production at this point in the ball game. Cut that deficit, keep pushing. That's what they're after.
Well, they're narrowing the lead late here in the game, Gary, and they're showing.
Swing, a ball hit high in the air, deep to left field. Say goodbye, a 3-run homer. They trail by 2 runs, a 3-run. Shot.
It's going to be tough on the opposition now to shut down Tampa Bay. Their offense is rolling.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And he gets over and grabs it with the level.
Now the center fielder has to range to his left, but able to track this one down and make it look easy.
Evan Longoria at the plate. Batting .500 in 4 tries. Good chance for him here against Bell.
Oh!
It's hit foul by Longoria. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And another one. It's contagious.
Let's take a quick look at Evan Longoria's season last year. 2nd in doubles, 7th in batting average with runners in scoring position. And he got his share of triples for sure. Ranked in the top 10 in triples.
He swings, hits a ball to right field. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. They strike for 4 runs and they move back on top. Tampa Bay, a brand new. Here's the first pitch to Hunter. Swinging a liner to left. And that is in there. The tying run is on base.
Well, you're talking about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His 3rd hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
Hunter's on first. Here's the first pitch. That one's fouled back out of play behind home. He delivers. He makes contact. Line drive. And he's on. That's the go-ahead run.
Well, now after giving up 3 straight hits, the manager has to start thinking about getting somebody up in the pen.
Now Kendry Morales. Only the 2nd matchup lifetime, going 1 for 1 off Wade. No one out yet. Runners at 1st and 2nd. The pitch. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. That's one away.
Well, they needed that one. That's the 1st out. They need to try to limit the damage in this inning and hold on to that lead.
And it's Mike Napoli at the plate, 1 away. Base hit his last time. And Napoli settles in. First pitch. First pitch, curveball. Swung on and missed. 0-1. And he's out in front on that pitch, so he's in the hole now. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Second out in the inning.
Well, that one's as straight as a string. Just registered 91 on the gun. Well, that's a big strikeout for the second out of the inning. They tied him up right there. Now the tying run stays at second base with 2 outs. They need a big base hit.
Here's the first pitch to Guerrero. That is swung on and hit. Joyce to make the play. And that one's put away to retire the side. No runs. Dan Johnson leading it off. First pitch, here it comes. Swing and a drive, deep left center. It's off the wall and a hop. Johnson's headed to third. And he's in there at third ahead of the play. Well, in a ball game like this, you make this kind of a play, you had better be safe.
You are in scoring position on second base. This is a very risky play. It worked out, but you have to wonder if it was too risky to take.
0-1, first pitch you saw fouled off. And the 0-1 by Bell. Too far inside, 1-1.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
And he throws on to first for the out. What away. Now here is Ben Zobrist. Chance here to capitalize for the Rays. Here's the delivery. And he holds off with the pitch low, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball, Zobrist. And Johnson scores.
As much as you want to blame the pitching, we're now talking about more than one pitcher giving up all of these hits. Right now, you have to credit the offense. These guys are really swinging the bat.
And we've got Jennings batting. A smash between short and third. And it's caught. That play made by Callesto. It's going to be Rodriguez now. 2 outs and a man on first. Now the first pitch. That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. Grounder, Morales. And he gathers this one. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. And it's Howie Kendrick in the box now. 3 for 4 thus far. And it'll be Kyle Farnsworth doing the pitch. Smash towards the middle. And Rodriguez takes care of that one.
One out here in the 9th inning. They still need 2, so they need to get people on and advance base runners. Do what they have to do to get runners in scoring position and hope they run into that clutch base hit, Gary.
He swings and nails a liner. That gets down. The tying run coming up.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far, and it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
And here's the first one. Here's a swing and a ground ball. That's 1 out. And they get it. They turn 2.
You have to credit the Rays here. They showed up today and made the plays they needed to win. Tampa Bay comes away with the win today.
And it's time to present the player of the game. And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win.